Hey everybody, you know fossils, they give us a window into the distant past, but some discoveries have left scientists and the world truly astonished. From giant creatures we never knew existed to perfectly preserved moments frozen in time. Join me for today's number 15, the Titanoboa. In Colombia's Cerrejón coal mine, something ancient and massive lay hidden beneath the mudstone. This wasn't just a rare fossil or simply a relic of prehistoric life. It was a vertebra from the largest snake ever known. The Titanoboa, a prehistoric relative in the snake family, dominated the humid swamps of this land nearly 58 million years ago, and it was about to rewrite everything known about ancient tropical ecosystems. In 2004, a mine was stripped bare in search of coal, revealing layers of fossil-rich shale left behind. Among the bleached turtle shells, ancient crocodile ancestors, and lungfish twice the size of modern counterparts, paleontologists Jonathan Block and Carl Earth could reach up to a man's waist, and its diet likely included anything it wanted, from hefty turtles to fearsome dinosaurs that lurked in the swamp. Yet unlike modern constrictors, Titanoboa was not strictly a land dweller. Its swampy home hinted at behaviors similar to those of today's anacondas, which thrive in water. For scientists, every vertebrae unearthed from Cerrejón was a revelation, and finding an attacked skull was almost too much to hope for. Snake skulls, built from delicate, separate bones, rarely survive intact. Yet there it was, embedded in the shale, a glimpse into the anatomical design that allowed Titanoboa to dominate its realm. Number 14, the Helicoprion. Helicoprion, a mysterious genus of extinct cartilaginous fish, swam in the ancient oceans roughly 290 million years ago. Resembling modern sharks in many ways, these creatures stand out for features that's unlike anything seen in other marine life: a tooth whorl. While its fossil records date glimpses into the characteristics that define this bizarre predator. Lacking traditional bones, its skeletons were primarily cartilage, which rarely fossilizes. As a result, most fossils consist of tooth whorls, which provide insight into the evolutionary development of it. Modern scans reveal that the spiral of the teeth acted as a self-sharpening mechanism, replacing worn teeth with new ones as they rotated into place. This arrangement allowed it to retain a continuous cutting edge ideal for slicing through prey. Discoveries of Helicoprion fossils have brought forth all sorts of shocking revelations. Fossils found in Idaho, Russia, China, and Japan have enriched our understanding of its distribution and its survival. One noteworthy discovery in Idaho, and displayed at the Idaho Museum of Natural History, remains one of the most complete Helicoprion specimens ever found. This specimen, uncovered during a road construction, emphasized that Helicoprion ranged far and wide in prehistoric oceans. Fossils from the early Triassic suggest that it survived the Permo-Triassic extinction event, ultimately led to its extinction. The discovery serves as a reminder of the diversity of life that once populated Europe, inviting questions about how these ancient relatives fit into the evolutionary story of today's giant panda. The story of the European panda began in the late 1970s, when two teeth, an upper canine and an upper molar, were discovered in northwestern Bulgaria. Originally found in coal deposits, these teeth were stained black, suggesting they came from a swampy, coal-rich environment. After the excavation, the fossils found their way to the Bulgarian National Museum of Natural History in Sofia, where they lay in storage for around 40 years. Recently, museum staff revisited these overlooked fossils, leading researchers to realize the teeth were not only from a panda species, but one unlike any previously discovered in Europe. Upon closer examination, the panda revealed itself to be a unique evolutionary chapter. Unlike earlier European panda species, whose fossils date back more than 10 million years and tend to be much smaller, in Nebraska stumbled upon an enormous thigh bone, hinting at something far larger below. Over the next few days, a team led by young paleontology student Mike Voorhees carefully unearthed the remains, discovering not one, but two mammoths. Even more astounding, these giants had died mid-battle, their massive tusks locked together in a violent struggle. The mammoth remains were stored away in Nebraska's University Museum, largely unseen by the public, until recent preparations brought the world's only known mammoth deathmatch fossil to light. The two mammoths found in Nebraska were Columbian mammoths, a species even larger than the well-known woolly mammoth. Standing up to 13 feet tall and weighing between 8 to 10 tons, Columbian mammoths boasted tusks that could exceed 9 feet in length, capable of both defense and fierce offense. Columbian mammoths, unlike their woolly counterparts, occupied more temperate regions of North America, thriving on the lush, open landscapes and grazing on an impressive 700 pounds of vegetation daily. Number 11. The Pangea lizards. In 1866, fossil hunters in southern Ireland's County Kilkenny unearthed a rare collection of fossils in a coal seam known as the Yarrow Assemblage. Within it lay the peculiar remains of a Keraturpaton, a small amphibian-like creature that lived around 300 million years ago. The fossils weren't just old, they were mangled, deformed, and mixed with crystal-like minerals as if the bones had been cooked. For years, researchers puzzled over this fossil collection's warped state and proposed that acidic soil or other local conditions might have dissolved and misshaped them. However, recent analysis has shed light on a far more dramatic story. As geologists delved deeper, they uncovered evidence that suggested these fossils were transformed by extreme conditions during one of Earth's most monumental events, the formation of the supercontinent Pangea. Pangea, the massive landmass that united all of Earth's continents, formed around 300 million years ago during the Carboniferous. The tectonic mayhem of Pangea's formation was extreme, generating heat and pressure that released superheated fluids. Now, these boiling fluids, rich in minerals, coursed through cracks in the rocks, altering anything in their path, including the buried bones of ancient creatures like Keraturpaton. In Ireland, as these subterranean fluids surged through the Yarrow Assemblage, they literally cooked the fossils, changing their original bone structure into a warped, crystal-laden form. These extreme forces didn't just alter landscapes, they permanently transformed the bones of these ancient creatures, preserving a twisted record of Earth's dynamic past. The fact that these fossils were so profoundly altered during one of the most intense periods of tectonic activity is a marvel, and it offers insights into the forces that formed Pangea. Number 10. The Leviathan turtle. In a groundbreaking discovery, paleontologists in Spain unearthed a newly identified species of gigantic marine turtle that stunned the scientific community with its size. Measuring its pelvis, the only complete part of its fossilized remains, reveals a unique anatomical feature, a mysterious protrusion unlike anything seen in earlier extinct or modern turtles. Researchers speculate this protrusion might have aided in respiration, hinting at a unique adaptation possibly linked to the deep ancient waters it once roamed. This anatomical peculiarity was so distinct that scientists classified it into its own genus, marking it as a unique evolutionary branch. Until this discovery, it was believed that the largest turtles evolved along a single lineage. This one, however, shows that Europe had its own line of giant sea turtles, separate from the well-known archelon of North America, which reached a record-breaking length of 15 feet. This raises tantalizing possibilities of other undiscovered ancient giant turtles, each with its own unique set of adaptations and evolutionary pathways. This one, with its massive size and distinct pelvic structure, also suggests that ancient sea turtles might have developed unique respiratory or locomotive adaptations to fatal last moves with chilling clarity. The fossil, dubbed the fighting dinosaurs, offer a rare glimpse into real-life predatory behavior. The physical positioning of each dinosaur in the fossil reveals a clear sequence of the struggle. The velociraptor lies on its back beneath the protoceratops, its right hand trapped between the protoceratops' jaws, while its left claws rake across the herbivore's skull. The protoceratops, a small frilled herbivore, maintains a defensive posture, its powerful jaws biting down as its semi-erect stance indicates a sudden forceful clash. Early explanations suggest drowning, dune collapse, or a sandstorm as possible burial events that could have led to both dinosaurs being preserved in place. Mongolian paleontologist Rinchen Barsbold proposed in 1974 that both dinosaurs might have been swept into quicksand, immobilizing them mid-battle. The discovery of the fighting dinosaur fossil altered scientists' understanding of predatory behavior in non-aging mysteries is what it reveals about velociraptors hunting. Unwin and his team speculated that velociraptors may have hunted during sandstorms, capitalizing on the protoceratops's vulnerability as it crouched to protect itself from swirling sand. This would indicate strategic behaviors in an understanding of environmental conditions, impressive traits that have reshaped modern interpretations of velociraptor intelligence. Number 8. The Moa Claw. The Moa Claw is a relic that looks as if it belonged to a creature straight out of mythology. It stunned archaeologists when they uncovered it nearly 3 decades ago in New Zealand. Deep within a cave system on Mount Owen, researchers stumbled upon a massive dinosaur-like claw still preserved with scales and flesh. In the dim light of the cave, it seemed as if the claw could have belonged to something recently deceased. Upon closer analysis, it was revealed to be a 3,300-year-old mummified claw from an upland moa, an extinct flightless bird native to New Zealand. The upland moa is one of 10 species of the moa family, which once roamed New Zealand's rugged landscape. Standing up to 4.2 feet tall, it was relatively small for a moa species, some of which reached heights of over 10 feet. Moa have been known to inhabit higher, cooler regions using their